there seems to be a thread of treacherous, treasonous people in this country who are simultaneously undermining the United States of America, which they would never have done in any other scenario, right? We understand that it is a standing policy in this country when it comes to foreign policy. Politics ends at our borders. That has just been the standard. But we're not living in that day anymore, Dr. Mack. We're living in a day where Donald Trump will call on Vladimir Putin to, and we have this clip on it, but Donald Trump is calling on Vladimir Putin to assist him politically, domestically, by releasing damning information on Hunter Biden. This is how the Republican Party has devolved, and it seems to be quite anathema to everything they would have done in any other administration.
And Ben, it's not so much about what they would have done. I think we all sat here within the last 4 years, 5 years of watching Negative 45 in arguably the most powerful position in the world. And we watched, most of us would clearly say that if Putin was the puppet master, Trump was his puppet. And we watch that. And so to see the Democratic Party now in a situation where you have this tragic global event, now bring this level of criticism about Biden calling Putin a war criminal, as far as I'm concerned, looks like a duck, walk like a duck, quack. It is what it is. So
you took the words out of my mouth.
Would the Republicans rather hear a presidential leader call a vicious actor like Putin what he is? Or would you rather hear a president of the United States say, well, I think what he was doing was genius. It was genius what he did. Right. And then even further, Dr. Mack, Donald Trump is begging Vladimir Putin for help. During an interview on Tuesday, and this is according to CNN, during an interview on Tuesday, former President Donald Trump referenced unproven claims regarding the business dealings of Hunter Biden in Russia and called on Russian President Vladimir Putin to release any damaging information he has about the Biden family. We have a clip of that. Let's take a look at it.
Yes. And one thing while I'm on your show, as long as Putin now is not exactly a fan of our country, let him explain because Chris Wallace wouldn't let me ask the question. Why did the mayor of Moscow's wife give the Bidens, both of them, $3.5 million for them? That's a lot of money. She gave him $3.5 million. So now I would think Putin would know the answer to that. I think he should release it. I think we should know that answer. Now, you won't get the answer from Ukraine.
Now, CNN called the request an example of Trump's willingness to solicit political assistance from foreign powers, including Putin, despite Russia's unprovoked invasion of Ukraine. So, yes, during the middle of a war in which the sitting president of the United States is doing what he can to hold the balance of power on the national stage, you have the former president, Negative 45, actively asking our global rival for assistance in our domestic politics. I'm sorry, that's treason. Even if it doesn't meet the height of the letter, we cannot. I mean, I don't know, Dr. Mack. What say you?
Man, again, if ever you want to think about democracy being under attack, you got a former president in the middle of a war in which the leader, the aggressor in that war, is committing war crimes, and you come on and try to, and again, look how he tries to say, which is a classic Trump, where, that's wrong, but that really ain't wrong kind of scenario. So now you have a former United States president asking a war criminal, a dictator, for help to get involved in American politics. You got the wife of a sitting U.S. Supreme Court justice.
That's right.
Somehow having ties to an insurrection on an attack against democracy. And now you got half of the political power in this country, the Republicans.
That's right.
Who seem to have no problem putting democracy second, if not third, their own interests first, their party second, and now democracy third. Ben, if we cannot see that there is an absolute assault on democracy, if we cannot see a change in tide in this country that is making things so much more difficult. My mother said it best. You know, when you said this has been a hectic week, my mother called me and she said, baby, this world is going to hell in a handbasket.
Come on, son. Come on, mama.